happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video with your boy Thick Whips. Today we are doing another Bimmercode video. It's gonna be a little bit different though. We're actually using the Z4 parameters to code my 2020 A90 Supra. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a cup of coffee and enjoy the video. Yes sir, we are back at it again with another Bimmercode video. I found out when I posted my last video, someone commented, I'm gonna screenshot the actual comment right here, but someone commented and said that you can get more features when you use the Z4 parameters in Bimmercode to code the new Supra. So I tried it out and it does in fact work, including my favorite thing that I've coded so far, which is the startup in sport individual mode. I had been looking for that in the actual Toyota Supra functions and I could not find it. It is in fact in the Z4 functions for the Supra. Yeah, I know, but it's a BMW. I mean, at this point, I think we can all just agree this is 100% a BMW. Before we jump into this video though, you guys, today's video is sponsored by Emoji Pick. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna show you exactly what it does, but Emoji Pick sent me this LED display for the back windshield and it's actually pretty dope. Let's open it up. So here we are. This thing is actually pretty cool. So you're gonna wanna go into the App Store once you purchase it, download the Emoji Pick application. I'll leave a link in the description for the app, and then I'll also leave a link to the actual unit, as well as a discount code for you guys. Go ahead and hit that link, plug in that code, give you a nice discount on this sweet Emoji Pick product. But the way that this works basically is you just plug this into your cigarette lighter, plug it into the actual Emoji Pick LED screen, and then you connect the screen to your phone. Then within the app, you have all of these cool things you can do. There's emojis in here. You can do custom emojis. You can upload your own images. It is actually really cool. So we're gonna try it out. We're gonna plug it in and then run it over to the back, and it's got the suction cups so you can place it on the inside of the glass. The cool thing about that is it's all black, so you really won't even be able to see it since my windows are tinted. All you'll be able to see are the LEDs, and you can put like funny messages up there. You can put like little emojis. You can put whatever you want. So let's go ahead and try it out. All right, so just to show you guys what we're doing here, I got the app open, and then I plugged in the actual device. So it's running up to my cigarette lighter, but you can see it says empty. And what you would actually do is go through here, and they have all of these different categories. They have drawings and then your favorites. They also have a custom screen where you can like paint and draw your own stuff. They have like voice control, and then you can also change the brightness of the actual unit. The unit actually has these adjustable arms on it, and then these two suction cups. So I'm gonna throw it up in the back windshield, and let's actually load some things onto it and see what it looks like. All right, I got it suctioned up there. I'm dead. This is so funny. All right, so let's go ahead and load something up. You already know I have the clown with you guys. You already know I had to do it to him. So I'm gonna hit the little eye icon right here. You can see it's uploading. Hell no. That is so funny. And then we could also go in here. You can change up the brightness of it. They got like different sports teams, like your favorite sports teams. Dude, that's so funny. And the cool thing about it is this charges. So when you have it plugged in to this actual cable, it's charging, and then it holds that charge, and you can have it unplugged and it'll still display all your goofy things that you put in there. Pretty cool. So that's Emoji Pick, you guys. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description for this product. Go ahead and check it out. Emoji Pick, thank you so much for sponsoring the video. Let's get back into Bimmercode. All right, so onto the Bimmercode portion of this video. In order to use Bimmercode, if you're confused about any of this and you don't know what Bimmercode is, go ahead and watch this video linked right here, and it will be down in the description. That kind of gives you the general overview of how to use Bimmercode. I've already covered that a bunch of times, so we're not gonna go over that in this video, but you can code your Supra or any BMW that you have. There are a list of supported vehicles on Bimmercode's website. Make sure you check that out to make sure that you can in fact code your car before purchasing the Bimmercode app to code the vehicle. As far as adapter, we will be using the OBD Link CX adapter. I'll also have a discount code linked in the description for this adapter. This allows us to connect the car to the phone via OBD2 port and Bluetooth. This seems to be the best adapter for the Supra on the market at the moment. Go ahead and hop in the car, throw this in the OBD2 port and start coding some Z4 stuff in the Supra. All right, so we have the car in diagnostic mode, accessory mode. I'm gonna go ahead and put the phone into airplane mode, open up Bluetooth, scroll down to my OBD Link CX, select OBD Link CX. Then we'll go over to the Bimmercode app, open up Bimmercode, hit connect. So this is the part where you're gonna select the Z4 rather than the Supra. So you already got it selected here, hit continue. Now it's gonna read the VIN and basically bring up everything that you can code within this ECU. Once it loads up, it's gonna give you a list of control units that you can actually go into individually and code different functions. Quick note, Bimmercode is not free. It does cost money. It seems like the price has changed quite a bit over the past couple of years, but no, it is not free. If you think that the 30 or 40 or whatever dollars it is to use Bimmercode is too much, I think you should go to BMW and ask them to code your car, or Toyota and ask them to code your car and see what they charge you. You will find out that coding in general is very expensive, so the cost of this application easily pays for itself and is totally worth it. All right, so once we have everything loaded up, you're gonna see all of these different control units here where you can go into individual control units and change different functions to operate basically however you want them to operate. But the one I wanna show you guys today that I was looking for in the Supra one and I couldn't find, and I could never do this on any of my other BMWs because they were too old. This is like a newer function that they allow you to code in, is in the body domain controller. So it might not seem like that big of a deal, but I've always wanted the car to start in sport mode or sport individual mode. I really only drive this car in sport mode. I never drive in comfort. So every time that I get into the car, I'm selecting sport mode. Is it that big of a deal that I have to hit the button every time? No, but it's just nice and more convenient for me to just have it coded like that automatically. I've also noticed that when I start the car, like a cold start, the startup is way more aggressive when it's already in sport mode because you get those pops right off the bat that you don't have in comfort mode. Kind of fun and just cool to have when you actually start up the car in sport mode. All right, finally. So once that loads up, you will see you also have a bunch of things like brake force activation speed. I actually haven't messed with that yet, but I will dive into that a little bit later and see if I can get it to work. And if it does work, I'll go ahead and make a separate video on it. But you can see in driving mode, I have sport individual. So in the Supra, you can actually individualize your sport settings. Like I wanted the stiffer steering wheel and the stiffer suspension, although it doesn't really matter right now because I don't have EDC anymore. I deleted it. But when you have sport individual selected, it is using sport individual that you have set up in your car to start the car in. And then obviously you have things like normal sport or like Eco Pro, stuff like that if you want to start in Eco Pro. Whatever you want to do, you can go ahead and select those, and then in the top right you'll see code, and you can go ahead and hit code and it'll reset the ECU, put those functions in, and you are good to go. You'll see other things in here like rain light sensitivity, automatic light control, automatic mirror lift, automatic mirror tilt value, welcome light in darkness only if you only want that to come on in the dark. So there's a lot of different stuff you can do. And then obviously down below in the bottom right you have backups. But the biggest one for me was starting the car in sport mode. I really wanted that. Anyways, let's head back, and then you got a few other things in here. If you go into like the head unit, there's a bunch of stuff you can select there. And then obviously everything that you can code as far as like different control units in the Supra, you can also do that with like the Z4 selected. So there's a lot of stuff in here. I'll let you guys dig around. So there's actually a little bit more that you can code within the control units of the Z4 category versus the Supra. So if you guys want to dig around, of course, go ahead. But when you're done coding, you can go ahead and hit disconnect. And then Bimmercode also saves a backup in case you ever want to revert anything. Then once you are done with that, you can go ahead and remove the OBD Link CX from the OBD2 port, and you're good. The functions are coded. So I want to show you guys the startup mode right now with sport, just to prove to you guys that it does in fact work. So car's off completely, right? And when you get into the car, we hit it once here, you'll see that the car automatically throws up sport. So it's already in sport mode. I'll open up the door so you guys can hear the start. Not gonna let it run for long, obviously, because we're in the garage, but just listen to how crazy this is. Obviously, I have a catless downpipe in my Supra. I don't have an exhaust system, it's a stock exhaust. That is changing soon. But you can see how loud it is when you just start it up in sport mode. It gives you those pops, those cracks immediately. It almost has like a GTS startup roar to it, how it lifts the RPMs like a few thousand and then comes down. It sounds really cool. But anyways, you guys, I just wanted to show you how to do this, how to start the car in sport mode, because that is a function that I wanted to code in all of my other BMWs, and it never was available. And when I was coding my brother's X3M, we saw it in there and I was like, oh, that's cool, they actually added it. And I just wondered, since this is a newer car like the X3M, I wonder if this has that functionality. Then I saw a video of someone else coding it and I was like, oh, there's gotta be a way to do it. Honestly, I would just say jump into the Z4 category and code the car, because there's more control units and just more things that you can code in general than the actual Supra category, which is, well, you know. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna have everything that you saw in the video linked down below. Emoji Pick, thank you for sponsoring today's video. I'll also have the OBD Link CX linked down below with all the discounts and everything you need. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please do subscribe, comment down below, like this video, hit that bell notification. Just like that, this video is over, and we're out. Peace.
Never at ease, I don't know a limit. Chasing a dream, I don't know what sleep is. I got a queen, she lit me to eat it. She ripe like a peach and she snapped me to snippet. You well overdue for that link up in person. Text me to fall through a murder, she wrote it. Still up with courage, you're doing a service. Pull up to the crib, I'm equipped with the brush strokes. Cutthroat from the low, where no love goes. Women buddy like it's been that. Wanna fuck me looking at the bill stack. Off the bubbly buddy, I've been stressed out. Let the smoke scream from my chest out. Niggas laced up, I really hate love from a stranger. Shit is fake.